So everybody, welcome to another edition of our Swing Time video calls, and I'm very, very happy to welcome Mark Nicholson to the show. Mark, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too shabby. I see you managed to get out in the car.
I'm at work. I'm not a full-time pro like most of the guys. I actually work for Network Rail as well. So
Fantastic.
classed as a key worker. I wouldn't say it's as key as some people, i.e. NHS, etc. But yeah, at least it gets me out of the house.
You say that though, Mark, but they've got to get to work, and I bet some of them get the train. So
yeah, true.
Fantastic. So look, Mark, what we want to do is we want to talk about you. We want to find out about your journey in golf. So first of all, Mark, how did you get into golf? How old were you when you first kind of got the bug?
I first picked a golf club up when I was 21.
Oh, okay. Relatively late then into it, I suppose.
Very late. And to be honest, the only reason I did is because my now ex-wife, her best friend was going out with my best friend. So he was a golfer himself. He'd go out and play golf, and I'd get stuck with them two in the living room. So I was like, can't be coping with this, like being T-boy. So I decided to get myself a set of golf clubs as well and go join him. First ever 9 holes I ever played, I shot 42.
Wow. Okay.
So they all basically fell out with me. Said I were a bit of a bandit. I didn't even know what 42 meant at the time. So I got a membership at Eggborough Power Station.
Okay.
Got my first handicap of 9.
Wow.
And then I was just playing in as many competitions as I could, and there was like about 3 or 4 a week at Eggborough. So quickly after about 6 months, I was that a Category 1 golfer.
Yeah.
And then Eggborough weren't very long, so I joined Ouston Hall. And I got down to scratch at Ouston. And then from there, I've sort of been a golfing gypsy and joined loads and loads of golf clubs because I got bored really easy. And I've settled at Bawtry. I've been there for about 11 years now.
So, Mark, you're one of those really annoying people who's just naturally gifted at golf, aren't you? I'm about probably about a 20, 22 handicapper realistically. And for me, it's just a time thing. Getting it down. Yeah. But what have you got any tips for somebody like myself? I love the game. I'm just not very good at it. What sort of some basic tips you could give me to make the odd improvement relatively quickly, I suppose?
I'd probably say get rid of your missus and sell your kids and just become obsessed.
Great bit of advice.
No, it's just for me. If I weren't playing, I was just practicing. I was, well, I still am really obsessed. At just getting better and improving, and it's just one of those, you know. If you have got the time, which luckily I have, even though I'm working, I've still got the time to practice loads and you know, put as much effort as I can into it. Then that's what it is. And this sport that. It drives you crazy, but you love it to death. It's one of those that it requires a lot of your time.
Yes, no, it does, absolutely. But look, Mike, you rattled off quite a few courses there that you've been in. When we say you get bored quite easily, is there a particular course that you always go back to and you think, I could play here forever?
I think it's Bawtry, to be honest with you. I love it to bits. It is a bit of a love-hate relationship, really, because it's. When I first joined there, it was just a field with flags in, and we sort of had a bit of a moan about it to Ed Greenkeeper at the time, and he grew the rough up to about 2 foot. So it was one of them where, because we were like, oh, can you just try and make it, shape it a little bit so it's got a bit of contour to it, or, you know, and he made it brutal, but it was brutal but fun.
Yeah.
And the guy who's taken over now, Dave, he's doing a fantastic job, and he's got a bit of an happy medium, so he's thinned all the rough out, but he's letting all the wispy stuff come through. So it's getting a bit of a hybrid now, where it's obviously it'll never be a Heathland course, but it's got that bit of a vibe to it because it's got gauze here, there, and everywhere as well. So I just love going back to it, to be honest with you.
Top man. That's quite cool. I've got to say, I've played a few sort of courses where the rough is pretty dangerous, I've got to be honest, and of course I'm not good enough to get out of it. So if you've got the talent, you'll be all right.
I'm lucky. I'm 20 stone, so I've got enough weight to get behind ball.
I didn't say out, mate. I didn't say anything. So look, Mark, you came into golf relatively late. That means there must be a couple of times you've been out on a course, you've been stood at the first tee, and you've put an absolute shanker into the rough or something. What's been your most embarrassing moment whilst you've been playing?
Probably shooting in the 80s off +2.
Okay. That's not too bad though. That's not too bad.
Oh, I don't know. Shooting 80, I think it was about 87 in a Yorkshire Merit event. I've just had a proper meltdown, and it was one of them where, like a lot of lads that used to do it used to NR, but I used to have this proper bugbear about NRing because it used to mess everything up for everyone's handicap.
Yeah. So
I would never ever do it. Even I have been guilty of it in the past. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I've never done it, but and I come in and I was like proper contemplating tearing this card up because I didn't want no one to see that I'd shot 87 in a bloody Yorkshire Merit competition.
If this helps, Mark, I'm going to make you feel a little bit better here. I interviewed Charlotte Astwick the other day. She won't thank me for this, but if you get a chance to watch her video, she did a round where I think she shot about 107 on a tour event. So if that helps, if that makes you feel a little bit better, I think it's a tour record as well that she holds. So Charlotte, if you're watching this, I'm really, really sorry. I'm just doing this for Mark. You know, he's a key worker. He's keeping the trains going. I want you to feel good.
On a positive, at least she holds a record.
That's it. That's it. So talking of records then, Mark, here's a good one for you. Had any hole-in-ones?
I've had 4. 2 on proper greens. And I don't know whether you can class the other 2 or not, but I've had 2 on winter greens as well. So
if I was you, I'd be claiming anything, mate. This is what I'd be doing.
Yeah. So the first one was with nobody there apart from this guy on the other tee who saw it go in, and I didn't, and he's like jumping for joy on the other tee. I'm like, oh, just going off there, like, what's up with him? And when I walked down there, he's like clapping and like wanting to shake my hand, and I'm like, what's going off? He says, your ball's in the hole. So I rung the missus immediately and told her I'd just got an hole-in-one, and she was like, all right, what time are you back? Because tea's on at 5 o'clock.
Did you have to tell you to buy everybody in the clubhouse a pint?
Well, luckily I didn't go in clubhouse.
Good man. No, look, Mark, we get a lot of people on Content Live Golf who are equipment junkies. They want to know what people play. So, Mark, what's in your bag? Let's start from the top, shall we? And work our way down.
So, big dog. I've got a G410. That's 7.5 degrees. Do you want shafts and all that malarkey, or?
No, we'll just run through the clubs. I mean, what type of shaft do you play? Is it a stiff shaft or is it?
It's a Tour X. It's a Oban number 6.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Then we go. It's G410 3-wood LS Tech. Ping Blueprint irons.
They are beautiful, though, aren't they? Those Blueprint irons are stunning. I'm not good enough to hit them, but I quite like the G410 iron. But yeah, I couldn't hit the Blueprints, but they are stunning to look at. Yeah,
I must admit, I had the I210s before them, and when I put them down, it looked like you were looking down at a car key.
Yeah,
it was just the tiny, but feel amazing. And then I've got it's called what's it called now? A wide Odyssey Stroke Lab wide or something.
Okay, cool. What were your wedges? Sorry, Mark, I missed your wedges.
Vokey, they're SM7s.
Oh,
I
okay.
had got some SM8s on order, but obviously the pandemic's stopped all that.
Yes. No, David, what degrees do you have them in?
I've got 50, 54 and 58.
Okay, so nice bit of gap in there for you.
Yeah, no special grinds or anything like that, just straight off the shelf stuff.
I'd say that's a nice set you've got there. That's a nice set you're playing. So
yeah, no.
You said you got plenty of time to play golf at the minute. What else you do? Obviously, we can't get out on the course in a minute. So how do you relax when you're not playing golf?
Practice.
You literally just do golf.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a bit obsessed, to be honest with you. Probably too over analytical of myself, really. If I maybe chilled out a little bit, I'd probably be a bit better than I already am. But yeah, normally if I'm winding down, I'm not at a golf course. I'm in back garden or in my man cave at our house and hitting balls, basically.
In the man cave, yes. So literally, you relax playing golf, and you stress out playing golf, and you, just golf.
Very much.
So
I've got to work for a rest.
And the rest, yeah. Thanks, our network round it. So look, Mark, we met at Crossland Heath. You played at the 2020 Pro Tour first event. Did you play the second one as well?
Yeah, I played at Huddersfield. I had an absolute nightmare at Huddersfield. To be fair, I had a bit of a paddy, so I threw a bit of a tantrum.
Oh no! Well, I was going to say, how did you? Let's talk Crossland Heath then, because I was there for that one, so I know more. I know more about it. How did you find the event?
Loved it. To be fair, I think what Chris and Adam have done's absolutely amazing. Great set of lads. Really nice to speak to. The first time I'd ever met them were at Crossland Heath. But yeah, can't really say highly enough of them both. Really, really hard-working lads.
Yeah,
they fantastic.
They're top blokes, and we can't wait to get back on. Are you going to continue playing on the 2020 Pro Tour when we're back to normal?
Yeah, definitely. My season was all based around their tour, to be honest with you, and obviously there's 1836 tour as well, which I was going to do, but I don't know when that's kicking off again. Really, I've not spoke much to Jonathan, but yeah, it's based around 2020 tour, and then everything else is sort of second to that. Yeah,
brilliant. I know the chaps will be pleased to hear that. They will watch this as well with Chris and Adam. So there you go, boys. Got a big fan. So look, Mark, I won't keep you much longer. I appreciate you probably got to get back to work, so I do appreciate your time. Just quickly, where do you see your career going in golf? What's the goal for you? Is it just to keep on playing, trying to win a few tournaments, or do you have lofty ambitions?
Yeah, I mean, like most people really that sort of turn professional, I'd love to get on the European tour and things like that. Obviously, I know there's a lot of factors that I need to change and I need to do better for that to be able to happen. But the things that I'm putting in place now, and I don't expect it to happen yesterday, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd love to be able to do something like that, but I need to change myself physically and the way that I practice. And I've got a great coach that's helping me do that, Mark Nicholson. So he's putting a lot of things in place for that to happen. So we'll see where it goes.
It's quite impressive, Mark. Like I said, you didn't pick up a golf club to the age of 21. It could be quite a rise up to the top, couldn't it, very quickly? And I could say I watched you knocking a few drives off during practice at Crossland Heath, and you got some power behind you. You got some serious power. So, look, Mark, I do wish you the absolute best. I really hope to one day be chatting, and you're a European Tour player. But for now, Mark Nicholson, thank you so much for your time. Stay safe, won't you? Thank you for all you're doing with regards to work as well. I know you're sort of playing it down, but you are putting yourself at risk. So thank you very much. And I'll see you at the next 2020 Pro Tour event.
Definitely, mate. Stay safe, buddy.
Take care. Bye bye. Thanks, Mark.